Rounding decimals. So just quickly, we're rounding to one decimal place here. So whenever you're rounding to one decimal place, that means you're dealing with this one. You're going to only have one decimal place in your answer. So you look to the number immediately to the right. Immediately to the right. And in this case, that number is a 9. Now, if that number is 5 or more, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, this becomes the next number. And that's how you ended up getting equals 72.5, because we had to round this up, okay? If I had this one here, let's say I had 72.438, right? And I wanted to round to one decimal place, okay? I'm looking at this one still, and then the one just beside it, right? Just beside it is a 3. I say, what is that number? It's a 3, okay? It is not 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. So this number stays, it just stays. And we round it off to 72.4. Okay? Let's try one more. Here's a common mistake. Do not, ever, do not do this. I've seen a lot of people do this. Okay? They say, well, I got to round off to one decimal place, and I put an answer of, whoops, we'll go to black here, of 14.8. And I said, well, why did you do that? I said, because when you look at the 7, I look at this one beside it, and it's a 4, so it's not 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, so the 7 should stay as 7. And the student said, yeah, but you know what, then I looked at this one, and this one was a 9, and if this one's a 9, that makes this one a 5, and now this one's a 5, so that makes this one an 8. Wrong, right? You don't ever look past the 1. The 9 means nothing in this question, okay? So this here, do not do this like double bumping, rounding. It's a very common mistake that I've seen. Don't do it. Stick to this, right? You look at the next number. That's all you do, okay? Now, if I was rounding to 2 decimal places, let's say I had 83.57483, and I was asked to round to the second decimal place. So then I'm rounding to this decimal place, right? Well then, if I'm doing that, I am looking for what this number is. And since that number is not 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, it's less than 5, my answer would be 83.57, and the rest of them would just go away. So just be careful with your rounding. I know it's something that we're all familiar with, but don't work real fast and make mistakes on the assignment.